Are you
Yes,
guys
sir.
able to see my
Yes,
screen?
yes, sir. Yes.
Great. So, as I said last time also, there are some configuration in SAP which are very critical. Once you make mistake, it is very costly to correct your mistake, or sometimes it becomes impossible to correct your mistake in SAP. And one of the such critical area is material ledger. You need to be very, very careful whatever decision you are taking in the material ledger. So, as per you, what is called material ledger? Because today I'm planning to give you overview of material ledger. What, as per you, what is called material ledger?
In layman language, it's a ledger of the material or inventory
Mm-hmm.
where you business would like to see the actual cost
Mm-hmm.
on the that's all I would say, sir. Yeah. And then there is valuation, legal valuation, profit center valuation, and the group valuation. Through you can analyze the cost actually, actual cost.
Okay, no problem.
And the currency setup also you taught last week. One of the configuration in the that currency setup, we showed that if we to have that material ledger, we need to keep it as a blank actually or empty.
Okay. Okay, so we say material ledger is a sub ledger. What is the meaning of sub ledger? Sub ledger for the inventory.
All the list of the inventory sits there, and then the GL will should map through that. In general sense, there is a subledger of the customer, vendor, same like the inventory is a subledger of, or it's a subledger of the inventory.
So why do you think that vendor posting are not directly happening to the GL, but it is going via vendor master?
Because different kind of vendors are there, right? So it will be cumbersome to have those all details in under sitting in that GL master or GL
Okay.
through.
So basically, for each individual vendors, all kind of transactions, if you want to track at the vendor level, that's the reason you have something of sub ledger concept, right? Correct.
Yes, sir.
Correct, right? Correct, right?
Mhm.
Similarly, if you want to track each material level, what is the opening, what is the closing, what is the opening price, what is the closing price, why the closing price got changed, is it because of material purchase price, or it is because of purchase rate price, or it is because of price difference price, what is the reason? So all these details you want to track at the material level. So that's the reason, and that is possible in the material ledger. So that's the reason we say material ledger is a sub ledger for inventory or for material. Now basically material ledger, I'll talk three functionality. It provides you point number one, multiple currency. I have already taught also. So what is your multiple currency? And second, multiple valuation or parallel valuation. Multiple valuation. And third number, equal costing. These three feature I want to talk. Last time also I have spoken. So what is called multiple currency? What is called multiple currency? Why do you need multiple currency in material ledger?
One is your legal currency, right? That's a company code currency. And another one is your group currency, where the organization would like to see that if there is a intercompany related inventories go through, or like that, I believe, for the consolidation purpose.
Okay.
And third one is your profit center. That is what we see in the material ledger.
I'm talking about currency. What is the meaning of currency?
Multiple currency. Oh, okay, okay. Multiple currency because okay.
So if somebody is telling I'm not using multiple currency in my material ledger, what does it
It
mean?
means
If
that
somebody is
there
telling, one minute, if somebody is telling that I'm using multiple currency concept in my material ledger, what does it mean?
that means they're using more than one currency. Like a one
What
is
is
def-
that? What is that? What is that?
one is their definitely legal currency, that is company code currency. Second or other currency is related to, as I said, group currency or profit center or controlling area. I don't know controlling area, but different than that company code currency.
Okay. So if you want to see your inventory value in different currency, then you have to use the multiple currency. Otherwise, it will show by default only into the company code currency. Whenever you open your MM03 screen, see here, when you go in MM03, if you take any material, uh, let me see. So, if you have any material,
You can use my that same system. So there is.
so see here, this is what you have to see. Currency. Right now you can see the value in company code currency, you can see in the group currency. In some scenario, you'll find only company code currency, no group currency. Some scenario, you'll find one more currency, maybe hard currency. So it is known as multiple currency. If you want to see your inventory value in multiple currency, let's say here for this inventory, you can see this is the standard price in INR and this is the standard price in USD. So this is what the functionality of the multiple currency. You can see the same inventory value into company code currency, into group currency. It could be hard currency. Maximum you can see in three currency. I'll talk how number of currency will also be impacted because of valuation, multiple valuation. But in plain language, understand as of now you can see in three currency. Is it clear? So this is known as multiple currency. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? So what you understand now? Multiple currency concept in material ledger means what?
It means that you can see different currency level, your same inventories, actually values. Like as you see here, INR, that is 7451 for this material, it's whatever the material you have here. And the same for the USD, you see the $89 or more than that also. You said our currency or profit center currency.
Hmm.
So you evaluate your inventory through different currencies.
Hmm. So is it clear, right? Multiple currency.
Yeah, for me it's clear. I think I understand. At least clear, I believe. Yeah.
You can see from here also CKM3. This is individual. Here also you can see same material value. See, we have activated here. See, we have activated two currencies. So both the currencies are appearing here. You can see in 10, you can see into 30 currency. This is the individual T code CKM3. Is it clear? Clear, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
no? So this is known as a multiple currency. So you can see inventory value in or up to three currency. Up to three currency you can use for the material ledger. And where this three currency you decide, that is very important. Up to three currency, up to three currency, multiple valuation. I'll talk what is called no multiple valuation means. But where you can decide this number of currency, I told I can use up to three currency for my material ledger multiple currency purpose. But where do I decide that three currency? That is another question. Hmm?
So, see, one legal currency, that is our company code currency, right?
Hmm.
So it is through the
See
company
that
code
I'm not
setting.
asking. Where should I go and configure in SAP? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, where should you configure it?
Very precisely saying 10, 30, 40 I need. Where do I go and define this 10, 30 and 40? Very simple. You tell me now.
So 10 comes from the company code. When you create a company code, that 10 derives actually.
That is ball bunch an answer. I don't want. I'll teach you directly. So go here in
Okay.
SAP, call
For
Finessi
which,
underscore ledger. Here, go to Finessi underscore ledger. Taking time and open another screen also. You have to set up in two places. Go to SMIMG. Go to product costing, cost subject. Sorry, go to here. Actual costing, material ledger here. So one decision we have to take here. Let's say, have you created any material ledger type? So one
mm,
decision you have to take here. If you need 10, 30, 40, you have to type here. But before you configure here, it should be available in your Finessi underscore ledger. So first go here and go your company code. And you 15. It should be here. So here it should be there. If you want to use 10, 30, 40 for your material ledger, if you want to use here 10, 30, 40, then you have to make sure that here also it is 10, 30, 40 is given. 10, 30, 40. Is it clear? So
ye-
this is integrated with here. Is it clear? Now as many age you choose here, that many currency it will show in the material master. Is it clear? One, two, three. Is it clear?
yes. So in Material Master, only three currencies, right? Not more
Max?
than maximum.
No, not more than that. Is it clear or not? Please reply.
No, it's clear, sir. For me, clear.
And
Yeah.
where it is interconnected, that is also clear, right? So here you have
Yes.
to give. If you have given 10, 30 only, I cannot assign here 10, 30 and 40. So as many currency I assign and whichever currency I assign, only those can be selected here. And whatever I assign here will appear in the material master. I just assign here 10, 30, 40 and I don't assign here, then it will not appear. Is it clear in the material master?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sanjeev, is it clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So always remember this. And this I am talking when when multiple valuation is not activated. What is multiple valuation? I'm going to talk after some time. But multiple currency is clear, right? So we
Yes.
can use up to three currency when there is no material, material, material. When multiple valuation is not activated in material ledger. Now I'm twisting little bit. I'm twisting. I'm putting condition 2. In multiple currency, condition 2 and condition 1 concept. So here 10 is equal to could be your INR, it could be AD, it could be GBP. Now scenario 2 is that if multiple valuation is activated, then also you can use three currency. 10, 30, 40 you can use. There is no problem. 10, 30, 40 you can use. So 10 is equal to INR. But 30 and 40 currency should be same. If it is USD, this should also be USD. If multiple valuation is activated. So 30 and 40 cannot have two different currency. It should be same. I can assign 30 and 40 currency type, but their symbol should be same. Is it clear? If I am activating the multiple valuation. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
All of you are clear with this one? So when somebody is asking how many currency you can link in material ledger, you have to not tell three directly. You have to tell which scenario. There are two scenarios. And I'm talking with respect to on-prem and private cloud when UPA is not activated. This is the scenario. Now yes, API had a lot of functionality, and with which respect you are talking, that is very important. So when UPA is not activated, you are in private cloud or in the on-prem, this is the functionality. UPA is not activated. So is it clear this part? Hello?
Yeah, first part clear and second also fine.
Sanjeev, Sudeep, is it clear to you guys
Yes, sir.
also? Okay. Now I'm going for multiple valuation now. So multiple valuation means right now if you go in the material master, see here. Now earlier you focus on the currency, now focus on the valuation view. You can see here only legal valuation it is coming. Here also it is coming legal valuation. But in some of the time you'll find here legal, here you'll find group you'll find instead of legal. And for another currency you may find profit center word. So when same material you want to evaluate, you want to show the value based on the legal valuation, based on the group valuation, based on the profit center valuation. If you are able to see, then it means that multiple valuation is activated in the material ledger. So whenever you open your material master, if you find here in the valuation view legal word, then group word, then if profit center is there, one more will become profit center. It means that material ledger, sorry, multiple valuation is activated. Is it clear? First of all, how to identify? Is it clear? So if you
Yes, sir.
activate the multiple valuation, then here only legal will not come. Here group, sorry, legal valuation will be first, then group valuation will come, then profit center valuation will come. Now question arises from where I activate this multiple valuation. From where I activate the multiple valuation. So why here only legal coming? I want multiple. I want here legal, here I need group. In fact, I don't have any right now handy material where I can show you and where I should go and activate the multiple valuation. So multiple valuation, again you have maximum one. Legal valuation, that is mandatory, that is by default it will be activated. Second, group valuation, that you have to take the decision either you need the group valuation or not. And third, profit center valuation. What is what, that I'll discuss later. So legal valuation is a mandatory. You cannot say that I don't want or I want. It is mandatory, legal valuation. Out of these two are optional depending on your business need. Either both of these you can activate or one of these you can activate. So where to go and activate? Now it has two way to handle it. Multiple valuation in material ledger has two way to handle it. Listen very carefully. It has two ways. One, multiple ledger concept. For each valuation, you can create one ledger. For each valuation, you can create one ledger. So here, when you go in the ledger, see this ledger, if you want to handle multiple ledger for multiple valuation, so here let's say 0L, you select legal valuation. You create another ledger, select group valuation. You create another ledger, select profit center valuation. So three ledger you have to create for three different valuation. But nobody goes in this way. Nobody goes in this way. No, I have not seen any client using multiple ledger or multiple valuation for the material ledger purpose. Then what is the second option? Second option, single ledger for multiple valuation. Second option is single ledger. This side. Single ledger for multiple valuation. And this is multiple ledger for each valuation. Now, whenever you are using single ledger for multiple valuation, always we use 0L, that single ledger. And whenever 0L you are using for all different kind of valuation purpose, never ever select this 0 here. Always make it blank. This is what I am telling. 95% people don't know, and they select always, and this create a lot of problem. Leave about this confix practice system. Even in real project also I have seen people are blindly doing without understanding it. So always practice it blank. So if you want to use same 0L for legal valuation, group valuation, profit center valuation, then make sure this is blank. This is blank. And most of the companies are going for this concept only. This concept. Now, whenever, listen here very carefully. Now, whenever you activate, you plan to use this single ledger for multiple valuation, and you have to combine both this and this. You have to combine and finalize the final decision. Now here, listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. It is very important now. Listen here. Now you decided that you'll use all three currency. You decided all three ledgers. All these three valuation you want to use. Then you have to do one configuration, and there you have to decide the currency will get changed now. The currency setup will get changed now. So listen here very carefully, because if I want to do group valuation, then for group valuation I cannot select 30, because for group valuation SAP has given another currency to do the valuation. See, try to understand here. You might have never done this. Let's say this one is there, 2L. Let's say I'm changing here group valuation. You observe it here, how it will be here. When you select group valuation, go to here company code. See, notice here there is no 10 and 30 coming. 11 and 31 is coming, because 10 is not meant for the group valuation. 30 is not meant for the group valuation. Automatically it got changed. See? So now whenever you are going for multiple valuation, your currency will have little different. So now let us understand and what is that. Listen here very carefully. It is very important. Okay. Now first 8 finance label, you decided to use 10, 30, and 40. And since you are going to use all three valuation, legal valuation, group valuation, and profit center valuation, here you can have INR, company code currency. Here you can USD and USD. I cannot use here GBP because I am going to use multiple valuation. This concept. Now, in the material ledger, in the material ledger, in the material ledger, listen very carefully. In the material ledger, then which currency are allowed when I am using all three valuation? Directly this currency symbol I cannot use. I cannot use directly this currency symbol. So for legal valuation, sorry, I'll put here 0 because it has some logic 1 and 2. I'll use it this way. So I have this three valuation. I'll put this side, and I have to talk about now what are the currency. Then in the material ledger I have to finalize based on the finance currency. When I don't have multiple valuation, then no problem. Whatever currency I'm using in the finance side, same I can use in the ML side also. But when I have multiple valuation, then the currency symbol 10, 30, 40 will differ. And how it differs, understand, because each of these, this currency legal valuation, for same INR you will have another currency type called profit center valuation, another called uh, group group valuation. So that valuation view wala currency you have to take. Okay, so understand here. Now 1 and 2. So see, let's say uh, 10 currency, you'll find 10, you'll find 11, you'll find 12. For 30, you'll find 30, you'll find 31, you'll find 32. Almost for every currency, you'll find like 3 currency, like this. That you can see here in this one. See here, 30, 31, 32, 40, 41, 42. See here, all this you are finding here. Why? Because 40 you can see telling legal valuation, group valuation, profit center valuation. And whenever you buy the server, this by default it will not appear all these 31, 32, 41, 42. Only legal valuation view will appear here. Where it is coming, that I'll show you. I'll teach you. I mean, after some time. When you buy the server, all this will not appear. 31, 32. Only legal valuation currencies will appear. So what I'm trying to show or say, for every currency you'll find here 10, 11, 12. So 10 is meant for legal valuation. 11 is also INR only, but 11 I cannot use for my profit center valuation, or 12 I cannot use for my group valuation. So for different valuation, different currency type you have to use. Symbol remains same. If I assign INR, it will be INR for this also, for this also. But here try to understand. Now, if you planning to use, listen very carefully, material ledger a little psycho type of topic. So here, when you are using material ledger with multiple valuation, and in the finance side you have this currency, then in the material ledger, see here, if you want to follow this zero means your legal valuation. So you can use here this currency type 10. If you want to use for group valuation, then this one is there, right? Add this 1, 11. 1, this first digit of this 1, and this last valuation due to 12. So if you want to handle from company code currency only, let's say here your 10 is also company code currency, your 30 also company code currency, your 40 also company code currency, then you can probably use all these three currency. For legal valuation of 10, and for group valuation 11, and for profit center valuation 12 you can use, and everywhere it will be INR. So this is the option you have. Now next, so that is, I mean, that is how 11 currency meaning. what I am showing here, see, 11 group valuation. How it is group value? 11 means group valuation in the company code currency, meaning that, see, it is 10 means 10 means 1 it take from here, and 0 means valuation view. So 10 is a company code currency in legal valuation. 11 means company code currency in group valuation. 12 means company code currency in profit center valuation. So if anybody is using for their company code, if they have assigned 10, 11, 12, it means that same company code currency they are using for legal valuation. 11 they are using same company code they are using for group valuation. Same company code they are using for the profit center valuation. Same currency they are using. That is the meaning. Now go to here 30. So 30 3 sorry 30 31 and 32. What does it mean? It means that you are doing group valuation, legal valuation in group currency. If you want to do group valuation in group currency, then use 31. If you want to do profit center valuation in group currency, then use 32. So this way it is known. Then if you have 40, you have 40, then see here 40, 41, 42. So I mean that is how the valuation views are decided. So here legal valuation in hard currency, group valuation in hard currency, profit center valuation in hard currency. If you need, then you have to use the symbol like this. Now you have to decide which valuation accept this. This is mandatory. Legal valuation in company code currency, one is a mandatory. Other you have to decide which you want. If you want to go maximum three valuation, then two valuation you can choose. Either you need, let's say, legal valuation, this is mandatory. Then group valuation in group currency, if you want, go for this one. And profit center for profit valuation, profit center valuation in hard currency one, then go for this one. Or you need group valuation in group currency, go for this one. Profit center valuation, profit center you want, you can go for this one. So except this remaining combination you can choose based on what valuation in which currency you want to do. Okay, depending on business need, that I'll discuss later. As of now, I don't want to confuse. So you have to decide. Except this remaining thing, you can decide which valuation in which currency you need. Which valuation in which currency you need. It depends on business. I'll talk about later, but concept you have to understand. If somebody is telling I want legal valuation, group valuation, profit center valuation, then legal valuation by default it will be this. Legal valuation in company code currency. Remaining you can decide. You want to do group valuation in which currency? They are telling group currency, then select this one. 31 currency you have to use. If they are telling I need, let's say, let me decide. This I want, and this I want, and let's say I want this. 3 I want. Now in this scenario, when I decided in this way, in that time, here in Finesci underscore ledger, listen here very carefully. Here, see here, accordingly it will change. If I decided this setting, then 10 by default is here, and then my second currency will have to assign 31 here. I have to assign 31 here, and here I have to assign this 42 here. I have to assign it 42, and similarly I have to go here also 10, 31 and 42 I have to assign here, because now I am following valuation concept in with the multiple valuation with multiple currency. So the way I take the currency will be different now. Is it clear? Now, from where this is coming? So, whenever you buy the server, this 11, 12, wherever you find other than legal currency, you all those currency won't be there. This comes when you activate one setting is there. Then only it comes. Let's see the setting.